Hey guys, welcome back to another box break for old Marvel trading cards. This time I'm doing another box of Marvel Premium QFX from 1997. And the last time I opened one of these boxes was in fact the first video I ever put up on this channel. And the complete box was totally bricked, so all the cards were severely damaged. So they had no value for me as collectibles. The only cards that were usable were some of the Chasecards, which were acetate cards, so clear plastic, and those were the only cards that had no damage to them. And this box is from the same seller from which I bought the other box, so I'm expecting these also to be severely bricked. But I've heard two theories on what you can do to help with opening bricked cards, packs. And the thing you can do, or the first thing I tried with this was in fact put them in the freezer. So I've left this box inside of the freezer overnight, and now I'm going to see on whether this will help me separate the cards. Honestly, I'm expecting that will not change the outcome of the bricked cards. I suppose they will be bricked again, but then I have another trick or tip that I got from a commenter on on another video, and that's putting them for a few seconds into the microwave. So these are cold as ice right now, so with the first pack I'm going to see if I can separate them solely by the fact that they are as cold. But as I expected, these are terribly bricked again. And honestly, I think the cold might even worsen the effect, or at least not really help it. So yes, they're really friggin' stuck together, and as we can already see, there's severe damage on both cards, which is very annoying, but honestly I'm not too mad about it. When I bought these cards, I bought both boxes from the same seller, and yeah, it's a bad thing, but what can you do? Okay, so first pack, as you can see, is really bad. So this didn't have any effect putting them in the freezer. So I will pause the video right now because this is very annoying, and then I'll try to do the trick with the microwaving, and then I'm going to come back in a moment. Okay, so here's the first pack I put into the microwave. The commenter said you should wrap it in a paper towel. I only had toilet paper, but now we'll see if these separate easily. But honestly, it doesn't work as far as I can tell. I mean, the damage is less substantial, definitely, but still. I mean, I have to admit these are terribly bricked. I think they have been under a lot of pressure. I'm trying to separate them as carefully as I can, but there's not really a big difference. As you can see, there's terrible damage on them. They're still a little warm. Okay, I gave it 10 seconds this time. I'm gonna open the next pack, and then we'll see if I do it for a longer amount of time, if it works better then. But honestly, I don't have very high hopes. Luckily, I didn't pay a lot for these boxes. These are very expensive nowadays, and maybe a cautionary thing, you probably shouldn't buy them. Okay, so let's try the next pack. Okay, so this time I even dared to heat them up for 30 seconds, and they were very warm when I put them out. And then I tried separating them, but as you can see, there's still a lot of damage. It seems as if it's getting better, but not really the outcome I had hoped for. So I'm gonna open another pack, and then I'm going to try to leave them in maybe even a little bit longer. You already can feel that the cards are getting a little bit flimsier, so they bend a little bit, and yeah, we'll see, but still I'll give it another try. And if that doesn't work out, well, then I'm just going to open up everything, look for the acetate cards, and probably put the rest of the cards into the garbage. But we'll see. Okay, this time I put them in for a whole minute, and sadly it still does not work, at least not with these cards. Maybe if they're only bricked a little bit, then it could help, but obviously you also have to be careful if they have a foil printing on them, because microwaves don't like metal. And obviously this is not going to work. The cards are very bent now due to the heat, and they're still completely stuck together. I pried them apart right after taking them out of the microwave, and I will probably not try this again. We'll see. I was hoping that this could maybe help with heating up the foil with which they are printed, but it does not work at all. So now I'm probably gonna just go through the packs and see if I can find some of the acetate chase cards. And here we already have one, and it's Thor. These are called Heroes Reformed, so they're sort of variant versions of the regular heroes, although the only distinction between the regular Thor and this one that I can see is that he has a mohawk. And yeah, the cards are completely fucked. I'm sorry if I'm swearing, but this is quite annoying. So let's just go through the packs quickly. I'm not going to bother with putting them into the microwave again or something like that. Maybe I try to leave them on the on my room heater, and we'll see if that brings any changes, but I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them as bricked as they are and look for the acetate cards and put the overpower booklets aside. And usually it's a 72 card base set, so the last time I broke a box of these, I did in theory get 2 full base sets, but obviously all the cards back then were also heavily damaged. So nothing new here. maybe if I leave them out just like that with some time and put them on the radiator, maybe this can help separating them, but honestly I don't think so. Hey, at least a Punisher with a undamaged front, that's okay, that's nice. And here we have another acetate card, which is a reimagined Hulk with a tail. Interesting. And at the moment I don't know what I'm going to do for the recap. Maybe I'll just show off the acetate cards I have right now. Yeah, bricked again. Oh, and that's annoying. Here's a Punisher Lazerblast. I would have loved to have that card. Wow, that's bad. Lazerblast are the other inserts you can find. Sort of die-cut cards, but they are printed on the same cardstock as the base cards, so they're obviously bricked with them. That's annoying, but honestly I was expecting it, so I'm not too mad about it. Last time I opened the box I got 4 of the acetate cards. Hopefully I can find 4 different ones than to the previous box. The 2 I found already. Some I don't pulled in the last box. And maybe I'll try to complete, or at least use the cards which have an undamaged front, which is obviously always the first card and the middle card, because they don't stick to the Overpower Legion booklet that's in it. And then we'll see. And the images, as you can see, are also not the most interesting. It's all digital art done by Joe Quesada in juxtaposition with real photos, which is, in my opinion, always a choice that's not so good. Although that gambit doesn't seem to be put in on a photo, because I think comic book art is best on its own. Oh, and they even come nicked out of the package. So here we have another of the acetate cards. Luckily also one I'm missing, a reimagined Red Skull. And Ant-Man sitting on a park bench. The Silver Surfer. And Giant Man with cramping from the packaging machine, which is also always a nice touch, seeing something like this. This is a terrible set. Another Iron Man. Kazar. And another of the die-cut Lazerblast cards. This time it's Hulk. I'm gonna only show you the back of the card, because I hope maybe with some time on the radiator they can be separate it a little bit better. Here we have Howard the Duck. And another reimagined card. This is the Thing. As some sort of bone monster. Interesting. So, and luckily I didn't get any duplicates. I think I haven't pulled one of these four in the previous box. We have Random as the first card, Overpower booklet, Iceman, and the last pack. Elektra, no chase card, Overpower Legion, and Daredevil. So here's what I've got after another disappointing break of Marvel Premium QFX trading cards. The whole box was completely bricked, which was something that I was expecting, because the first box I broke of these trading cards was also very bricked, and I bought both boxes together from the same seller, so I had this laying around for a lot of time right now, and I wanted to try out a few tricks I've heard about to take the cards apart. So the first trick I tried was putting the whole box into the freezer before opening the trading cards, and this didn't help at all. And in hindsight I have to say that it even may have been a stupid idea, because cold temperatures usually make the printing more brittle, and I wouldn't say it caused more damage, but I don't know why I thought it could help with prying the cards apart. Then the second trick I tried was putting them into the microwave for a few seconds, because I figured that heat might help, and somebody in the comments gave me the idea, because he said that it helped him with opening a few bricked cards. But sadly also this didn't help. I then tried to raise the temperature, or the time on which how long I put them into the microwave, but still to no avail. The outcome was always the same. All the cards kept being bricked together. So then I just opened the packs quickly and put the rest of the cards that were stuck together on my radiator for a few days, because I figured maybe some mild heat over time would help me to get them separated, but it didn't. So after prying all the cards apart, I've got 48 cards that only have damage on the back, but as you can see, it's mostly very severe damage. And the rest of the base cards I pulled from the box are all damaged on the front, and very heavily mostly. So these are certainly not salvageable, which is annoying, but yeah, I have to check with the cards I still have stored somewhere from the other box on whether I can get a base set together which has at least undamaged fronts, but I don't think so, and if I can't pull that together, I'm not gonna care about these cards again, because the artwork itself is also very uninteresting in my opinion. It's always computer generated artwork in juxtaposition with photographic backgrounds, and to me that doesn't work most of the time. I dislike it in comic books and I dislike it in trading cards. And yeah, like I said, these two Lazerblast cards are also unusable. These are the rarer Chasecards, but they are also very damaged, and the only four truly undamaged cards I pulled from this set are the four reformatted Heroes Acetate cards. Luckily I did pull four that I didn't pull in the previous box. So overall, after opening 2 boxes of these Premium QFX trading cards, I've got 8 completely undamaged cards. Luckily the boxes weren't too expensive, or at least not as expensive as you can find them now on eBay. And overall I'd say these are not worth getting. I think you should avoid these unless you can maybe buy a set that has already been opened. I fear that most of these boxes will be as severely bricked as mine. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back. Bye bye.